The hippopotamus. In my opinion, it's one of the nuttiest animals in the world, one of the most dangerous, and also one of the most. Hippos inhabit much of sub-Saharan Africa around water sources, which isn't very surprising. They are semi-aquatic animals. In fact, their closest relatives are cetaceans, aka dolphins and whales, which is just one of the very crazy and weird things about hippos. Their population is between 115 to 130,000 individuals. They are listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List, which is kind of bad, but not the worst. And despite the fact that they are semi-aquatic, they do not swim. They sink to the bottom of the water because they are so dense they do not float. They usually only submerge themselves completely to eat some underwater vegetation, which makes up a small percentage of their diet. Most of their diet is made up of grass, at least in the wild. In captivity, I'm sure that a lot of people have seen the videos of hippos eating watermelons, crushing an entire watermelon with their mouth, which is kind of scary, but they usually don't do that in the wild. They usually eat grass, considering that there isn't a whole lot of fruit and veggies, in the savannah. They usually go out foraging at the beginning of dusk and remain there for much of the night. An average hippo can travel between 3 to 5 kilometers every night, just foraging and eating grass. Then by dawn, they are back in their watering pool. Now, the reason that they go out at night is, of course, to avoid the burning sun. And while a lot of people may think that hippos are more vulnerable on land since, they're semi-aquatic animals, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Hippos have massive mouths with massive tusks that can damage, kill, and bruise even the greatest predators on the African savannas, or pretty much any predator in the world. I imagine hippos could easily defeat in one-to-one combat.
Fight!
But anyways, hippos are not more vulnerable on land. There is pretty much nothing that can hurt a full-grown hippo. Not a pride of lions, not a pack of hyenas, nothing. So hippos exist in groups called pods. These pods can be up to 100 individuals or maybe even more than that. Dominant males have territories in certain areas that do not encompass the entire pod, and these territories are only inside the water that they inhabit. He's on my bed again, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this little doggy. He's in my goddamn bed. What is he doing, the little doggy? Oh, man. Dominant males will fight for the best territories and the best breeding grounds. These fights can be brutal a lot of the times, often leaving the combatants severely injured. And not only the combatants get injured, but there have been a lot of instances where young and baby hippos have gotten kind of stuck between two male hippos, and this ends with the baby dying a lot of the times, or at the very least being severely injured. Which is kind of sad, but that's nature. Which leads me on to my next point. Despite hippos being extremely dangerous to each other, there isn't a whole lot besides that can threaten a full-grown hippo. The only two animals that can really hurt a full-grown hippo are rhinos and elephants, and sometimes really big crocodiles. But that's pretty much it. Other than that, they have no natural predators, no big threats in the natural kingdom other than themselves a lot of the times, which is a lot like humans, to be honest. I mean, think about it, like World War II. Anyways, let's get back to talking about some hippos, okay? So hippos are some of the most dangerous animals in Africa, which is saying a whole lot considering that Africa has some of the most dangerous and wacky animals on the planet. Lions, hyenas, rhinos, all of the above. And despite that, hippos are still some of the most unpredictable, temperamental little freaks of nature that have ever been seen. But don't take my word for it. A man called Forrest Galante, who has worked with all sorts of animals in the wild, says that hippos are some of the most unpredictable and scary animals to work with.
They are the scariest animals on Earth. Like, interacting with a hippopotamus, they're so erratic, they're so unpredictable. If they feel threatened at all,
and if he says it, well then, be sure that I'm going to believe it, because who else are you going to believe? A freaking homeless guy across the street? Actually, maybe. Look at the cute dog. Again, on my bed. The dog. So now like the video and subscribe, because I showed you a little dog. So of course, hippos being some of the most dangerous animals in Africa, they kill about 500 to 1,000 people every year, which is quite a bit. That's a lot of people to be killing every year. I mean, yeah, and there are some horror stories. There was a guy that rescued a hippo when it was very young, raised him as his little pet essentially, and then the hippo killed him. Yeah, there's also another video of a hippo uh, killing a gazelle for no particular reason. I mean, it was being chased by some kind of predator. I don't remember what kind of predator exactly. And it was chased to this marsh where a hippo was laying, and I guess the hippo was like, "Well, you son of a bitch, you've entered my personal space."
I care about my personal space. Whoa, whoa. Hey, who's around me right now? Who's around me?
They entered my personal space, so now I'm gonna maul them to death, because why not? I mean, I'm a herbivore, so I eat plants. My stomach isn't made to eat meat, but I'm gonna kill him anyways, because he breathed wrong. He 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 looks funny. I don't know what their deal is, man. They have no natural predators. They don't have as poor eyesight as rhinos. I mean, rhinos are only dangerous because they're dumb as fuck and they don't see shit. But hippos, they're a bit more intelligent, and I believe they have better eyesight. Don't quote me on that, because I didn't research that. But anyways, hippos are just from hell, it seems. A lot of the times, it seems like that. I mean, just a giant tank that mauls other herbivores for no reason, and the guy that rescued the hippo and raised him as his own, like his own kind, and then he ate him. I mean, not ate him, he just killed him, I think. I mean, hippos don't eat meat usually. Although there have been examples. Anyways, that was pretty much the video. This is my first video, so it's not a very good one, but I'm still going to post it, because I'm going to keep making videos like this, so yeah. But if you enjoyed it, smash like and subscribe. All the fancy shit that everyone says, and it's annoying as fuck, but I'm still going to say it, because why not? Anyways, bye.